stuff. But of course, Mars can do it himself, so it should be fine.
Yeah, you want to make sure now you're picking up enough experience to get that to that level too quickly on your Grim stroke, right? Because you want that stroke of fate.
Definitely. Like, if this game goes late game, Vici will crush them. I don't really see any chances for what this Weaver and Walker draft in late game.
It's all the same to me.
Do have a very scary and strong time. Yeah. As I said, Elephant for me, at least, they thrive in late game. Usually
Dire's courier.
PYW's courier.
oh, killed, huh?
Yeah.
One hit by the tree and it's gone.
He didn't recognize that he was going after the tree, and it came across as Eurus just had complete vision on it. Trees are gone.
They into a rook chopper.
Swell's not going to do too much.
Yeah, as well as a pretty useless spell on lane like this. I need your level 2 relatively quickly. This DK Walker lane is not terrible for DK at all. Like, you don't really care about his right click ever. Level 2 and Dragon's Blood. And it's always gonna be full health pretty much. And then it will just come down to rotations.
So far, Somnus going class wax to start. And we'll see how he kind of progresses with this Invoker. What are you looking for if you're the Invoker in the mid part of this game? What are you trying to like get out?
You definitely have max Wax because the reason why they picked this Invoker is EMP. It's super disruptive.
Right.
For both the Dragon Knight, Wave King, and Penguin, pretty much everybody really. They're also mana dependent. One good EMP can really just win your team fight. He's probably gonna go into a fast Vessel. The Vessel absolutely destroys Dragon Knight. But then again, they do have an advantage.
Right now I'm going into the Sapling Blade.
Never seen that on Volker. Would be nice to see that as well.
We'll see how that kind of shows it's not really that standard and we see all too much. So a little bit of back and forth. You've got the Invoker 10 and 2. EK 12-5. They have found DY. Not a lot of mana left on FY and getting trying to chase. They just don't have the damage to do so. And I will push DY even further back, forcing him all the way back to base. Yep. Pretty much where he was going regardless. It's a 1v1. And you've got Yang who's just trying to keep up with Erica.
Wraith King is getting pressured quite a bit, but he's not free farming. But like, late game this hero is really the one that will take over this game. Stunning the Mars here and the Skeleton. He's gonna put some damage in, but they won't be able to kill him, of course.
Yeah, they stung into the Skeletons almost simultaneously. That was pretty interesting.
Looking at the lanes, they're all very, very even so far.
It's not what we saw in the last game where Erica was just getting a free time as the user.
Yep. Of course, also Ori doesn't have a matchup they can really dominate in. It's really just both are kind of just free farming here. They're both going to Falcon Blade it.
Okay, that item's gaining a lot of popularity.
It's a good item. Gives you health, mana regen, attack damage.
It comes out for old open on RedPanda.
I did not expect that to happen. Usually Weave in lane
should be pretty safe.
Yeah, this is an amazing lane that should win you the lane. Of course, Weaver is still farming very well. This Pangolier though, he's the guy that wills the pace for the deity. He's having a really good time.
He can make things a little bit difficult for Eurus as the game moves.
Not only Eurus, them really. Like, you don't care about the arena, you can just roll in and out of it as you please. Volker is pretty scared of his ult. Like, this Pangolier, if he has a good game, he can really break wide open.
He thinks you wanted that.
The DK is gonna be reaching level 6 in just 1.5 waves. I'm expecting some pressure to come out to the tower here. Potentially some rotations as well. Now Falcon Blade by DK already.
And Somnus is sitting pretty low. No mana there for the Dragon Tail at the moment.
6 after the fire, potentially.
Put that over the Dragon Form.
Yeah, want to pop it straight away to Harris the tower, this damage. YW is here. The 3 heroes here. No, Dragon Tail.
And Zane under the tower, it's going to be a little bit difficult to try to get the kill from the screen. Sure, the bait for Diesel, but it goes down.
Last hit.
Well,
FY has to be careful.
You failed.
it's PYW, FY, and a little deep. You've still got 2 heroes that can dive into the tower with the creeps here. And FY playing with fire.
DY actually ran into that ink scroll and got exploded by it. Little. That's caught me here, but it happened. Not have been a kill for the groups. Queuing both with the rune. And it's gonna be an illusion room. Which is an amazing rune for Shadow Shaman. So I was gonna pick it up, but Shadow Shaman picked up the bottle from the Pangolier.
Yep.
To refill it.
So now he's invis, has an illusion rune.
The result is no level 6 for Pango yet. Should I say that though?
Got the returning pops, and Yang's still trying to run. Fate slowing him down. Yang though, the
Eurus
spear.
died.
So he's gonna stay safe, and Eurus does end up dying over bottom.
I did not think they had the damage and lockdown to kill him. But he's pushing in very aggressively, not expecting at all that Shadow Shaman could be invis there.
Yeah.
Which is strange because they saw him run bottom with the invis rune still bottle. Oh well.
So far, so good for Vici.
Pretty well.
I'll say that losing that reincarnation makes Erica a little vulnerable. Maybe they can follow that up with a second kill.
Yeah, especially Mars gonna be able to pick soon and just 2 creep waves. He might just restart back to the jungle here on a Rave King. I'm struggling quite a bit. Emergency S behind. He picked out a Falcon, but it doesn't really seem very impactful. No earn to set up some cold snap kills. I'm gonna struggle with quite a bit here in game 2 as well.
Now he's got a little bit of a boost thanks to that Royal Gelatin. But again,
popping ult again.
And pushing in mid.
Tower taking a lot of chip damage, and again, Shadow Shaman is here. Look at the sentry that Dire put. Just complete mid control. They don't want Radiant to have any sort of vision here. So Somnus has to be very scared of these rotations. This is really what you want to do when you have a Dragon Knight. You just want to pressure the mid tower and roll the middle a lot. Just make this mini mid super uncomfortable.
D4 pops on top of these Abaddon, and they'll get the kill. Arcane Rune bottom, so they'll pick that up and maybe go for the Eurus once again.
This time they have roll. So if he gets hexed out of position and shackled, his roll can really block damage.
At least D6, he's got time lapse, maybe survive, but it's still been quite tough for him. I've liked that every time Elder Dragon form has been popped by Ori, PYW is there to be the support and potentially get a kill.
Oh, RedPanda comes in to kill the wards. Good, because as I said, when you put this DK, it's about the mid control. The vest on DK though. Just sitting at a casual 22 health region, why not? Wow, always nice to have that. 8 minutes in. It's level 3 Dragon Blood only as well.
So it's getting better.
It is gonna get better. Red King
No.
going into the jungle.
There's 3 Falcons.
Yeah, it's very popular in China actually, more so than any other region, I believe.
Yeah. We see like Lanham pick up Falcon way low. Well, you called again, pulled off again. And DK makes the rotation for stop, but he's immediately hit with the Phantoms Embrace.
It's not too draggy anyway. So gives breathing room to who has been struggling as we said.
That's an interesting rotation to come top without Elder Dragon form, at least immediately on that.
Dire's middle tower
Be a
is
bro
under
and
attack.
open support. Oh yeah, just make this way back middle. I went into bring pick up first.
He with the arena now, and they have the spear. They planted it on the DK, and they get killed even with 24 regen. He's killable. So to get the kill.
1600 health, 23
Dire
HP
are
region.
scanning.
Who cares?
Precious
A lot of damage. Grimstroke is so damage on this board. Crazy.
QIW's
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Shaman around.
I was holding his arcane boots. It's not going to be a long time for it to respawn, but it definitely slows down the arcane boots for PYW, which feels really bad.
They're too DK ahead here on Elephant, and it's all the support on. It's crazy how farm the support on the Radiant side compared to Dire.
Now look at Abbott, just hitting at that.
Green is at 2.5, Grimscock at 2.9. Hex and 2 Shaman Wards.
Yep. Then he's got the Invoker in trouble. God's Rebuke now looking like they're getting any. 4 heroes come over.
Really
11 really jumping in. And it's just a bundle of heroes here for each.
The jungle, 3 4.
Not enough man at the moment. Has arcane boots in 7 seconds. If he get it off, front coming in. May not be able to get in. That as well down, and now it looks like they might be able to get the kill in the end. They've used the Dota for nothing. Back in, Eurus is here. Hits onto Eurus, who's using that Shikuchi and trying to be doing the got the snap on the trying to run 20 charges on that and then AK. He comes down, they use the top laps. Eurus forward at 11, really low, pops his own one, swashbuckles away. RedPanda throws down the nature grasp. Is it enough slow? It might be, but now he's at the tower. He needs to be a little bit careful, but they're continuing forward for Ori. Somnus helping out as he got 2 heals. Back, but Ori's not dying. Eurus is, and he falls to the Easter Shock. The right click coming in from Ori.
Good team. Pretty bad and just in the time. Dragon Knight. Someone has to be a little bit careful here. It was too over eager. You did not need to dive the Dragon Knight there. Kind of selfish fight, but now losing the Reaper. They lost almost 2,000 gold advantage with that fight.
Wow. Yeah, a lot just going wrong. Overgrowth didn't feel like it did anything.
I think that Grimstroke died too early. Like, he did so much damage in these fights. He could not get an ink swell off. He could not get his fade off at all. This is why I should Magic 6.
What level is Sola here for FY? There's just been a difference maker. They have a lockdown with as well. The Lucid incarnation is again here with the arena. God's Rebuke, lands, and Erica's dead twice. They will lose RedPanda up at middle lane as they're still using these pushing wards to try and get the tower. But
Erica, huge mistake they get caught out like that. Slow his radius timing down by quite a bit, 800 away from the relic, but at least the team manages to trade for the mid tower, which when you play against the Korean, doing chip damage is not really viable at all because he's going to get back up full. So you really need to hard commit. They commit the dragon as well as the shaman wards, and then they smoke up for wards only. What's a ward smoke? Popular amongst the +5 players.
Maelstrom almost finished for Eurus, who really needs to recover. Uh-oh. Caught again. They've got the sentry down. PYW ready to just lock down the Fever.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's able to use that time lapse and...
Dragon Knight has Blade Dagger though, if he can start one more time.
Another sentry! They don't have vision of him anymore.
Oh, that was so close. He was almost in range with the Dragon Knight there.
It's a bit gold spent trying to get that kill. In trees. Yeah, over. He's got the dagger. He has Rena up in 8. No.
Overgrowth as well.
Overgrowth, and they're not going. Interesting move. They don't have this ult. Now there's the Blink Dragon Tail. He's well on cooldown. And RedPanda looking like he's just dead.
All that early cumulative gold now back to even completely.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Rid away from the relic. While the Radiance timing, it's really gonna be a big problem for Radiance timing. Radiance.
Close enough.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Interesting. Invoker is going Falcon Blade, Witch Blade.
Yeah, I really don't like his itemization here. If I was about the later Dragon Knight, he's smoked up. They have a stun.
Yeah, Blue Dragon Tail with Breathe Fire. He tries to get way into it. He gets hit the tower out with Ghost Walk. Then to get himself some space, they throw down the arena. Yang is quickly dispatched. Stroke of Fate hits on old level as well. PYW is Coil coming in to keep PYW healthy. Dragon Tail on the urine.
Is under attack.
Have that time lapse.
They have some serious revelation problems here on Dire. The Weaver might have been in trouble, and the Walker would have been dead if it just had one dust or a safety ward down. But as it stands, it's still a lot of special Wraith King. They do manage to get a kill, but they lose the tower in the trade. Coming back to the Walker itemization is very squishy. I don't like it at all. Because if it's gone, he will just die. Pretty weak item, I like to call them.
Right.
Like for me, I would either Falcon Blade or Witchblade, but going both, it's just too much. And we'll see if it backfires or not, but he's really weak. You know? It's at 5.6k net worth, 1300 health. It's nothing.
You saw how quickly just like one Dragon Tail, 3 fire, a couple right clicks, he's almost dead at that point.
Yeah, the sentry down there, he is dead. And it's only gonna get worse once the Wraith King picks up his Radiance. It's just 200 gold away. And that's really when they're the strongest. They've already been winning fights without the Wraith King.
So what's the purpose of this build right now coming out from the Invoker?
I mean, it deals damage, but I don't think damage is what you're really looking. It's more control. Like, you're just trying to mana both enemy heroes in this draft. Grimstroke, Mars, as well as Weaver are the ones that are really supposed to put up the damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
See if it pays off or not.
What we can do with this and overgrowth defensively again.
Yeah, it's a longer cooldown than the roll though. So decent hit for you. And Radiance is flying out now for the Wraith King. See if he wants to take the fight right away or if he wants to be a bit more conservative. Does he want to start at first? Yeah, all smoking bottom. Or not smoking, rather running bottom. He should not be getting caught out again. Summons the skeletons to push out the lane.
FY coming out. Aetherland is now X, so he wants that ult to be able to use that Dark Portrait.
Our Wraith King is one of the best. His Radiance and that crit is really gonna decimate that Shadow Shaman. He's gonna bleed if he gets it. But still, of course, good 4,000 gold away.
Yeah, so he really needs to find some farm priority, find some open space, otherwise it's just coming.
Yang is so farmed on that angle actually. So is Mars. It's really just Somnus here. It's struggling quite a bit. He's going to Boots of Travels next. Like he's going full glass cannon. It's actually insane. If he gets away with it, it could potentially work, but away with this.
We'll see if he commits to that. Still a little bit of gold away to get that. Trying to push out bottom, do what he can. Get his way back into this compared to the DK. He's 2k behind.
Yeah. DK did not go into BKB, going into the same Yasha. I feel like BKB is a must-have. It was see if back to it or not. Not a big fan of this Saint Yasha item build here. Once you have BKB, you just move in and you're invulnerable. Shaman.
Sneak attack.
Lens already picked up going to the next.
Speaking of BKBs, Eurus, he's a about 1,100 gold away from his. Smoke up from Vici. They're gonna head toward bot, maybe through mid, but nobody's here.
There's 20 stick charges ready to go on Wraith King. He's probably just gonna keep it for that EMP that's eventually gonna fall down on him. Well, mid lane. They did see that they put down a ward, so they should not be getting caught off guard here. The sentry ward in a very good spot.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under
And the odds, they'll go to the other, you're looking for a blink forward, go for the Tribute 5. Glyph, Serpent Wars, heading into this, and we've talked about how you need to commit. You're going up against Tree and Haruka as well as the Spear. Now it's easy in from RedPanda. He's hit by Dragon Tail, Great Fireball, has one right click. He's in, and it's stopped.
Yeah, you have to be really careful. Trying to do a Shadow Shaman ward is very risky.
Yeah, they're backing off this fight a little bit, and just leave the tower to die. It was like a half commitment into an almost reluctant commitment.
I spoke about this before. Like this Radiance, this Wraith King makes it so hard to fight into, especially without BKBs. There's mid chance, overtime damage. Shadow Shaman wards, a battle saving left and right. It's just too much to deal with right now. And they're going to BKBs eventually. I do hope Invoker's going for BKB as well, rather than these travels. I don't think the travel will contribute anything. The later the game goes, the more I'm favoring VG in this one. So, Elephant will need to get something done once the BKB on his Weaver's online.
It's
By illusion also picked up this Rave King. Perfect route to just push out all lanes for free.
get some gold, push out these lanes.
You have illusions right away.
Otherwise, you're pushing your all your lanes push, like you said.
Yeah. He already has Sage on Rave King now. Very close to Blink there next. And he's slowly but surely pulling away from the pack.
Yeah, he isn't exactly farming out of control. He's going into the shard next. So.
Eurus still very farmed out. Into the shard against. Maybe just redevelop the shard. Dragon Knight top.
You're gonna go with the creepy, they'll try to get
No
the
damage.
damage out, but it just is not nearly enough.
This Nether Shell is one of the best items in the set. It reduces your armor by 3. You have abundance of armor anyways, and you get 25% resistance. Playing against Nether Shell.
Yeah. 43% magic resist, 50% physical resistance.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
No BKB, he did it for Yasha, which means their front line is not as unbreakable as it seems. DK is still vulnerable. He can get Ice Wall,
Dire are scanning.
and should be a lot of damage coming out from the Walker. Did come for the travels.
Creeps hit there by
Radiant are scanning.
really wants that axe and he's got fully boosted. That could be the difference in the high ground siege, maybe.
It can be. Like, if you get a Dark Portrait on both Knight and Rave King, the fight is won. These two portraits are so strong in the game. Weaver. Very careful. The big attack first. Good day for it.
See what the but he didn't walk away. They've got the silence coming down. They don't get that BK. They've got Eurus with the BKB. Yang already dead. He's down. That's going to connect up. Taking over to the DK. Ball. So they take out the Dragon Knight. They look over. They found themselves stunned. They've got the deafening blast. They Sunny Yang as well as Erica. Or old 11 in Erica. Erica linked forward on that.
No BKB.
Gets hit by the
Eurus now.
Yeah. RedPanda getting destroyed.
But this is what I spoke about. If he thinks he's very strong, blinks in, gets blown up. If you had a BKB there, nobody would have died. Yeah. And now he's also going BKB after that, probably also recognizing, yeah, I was just a little bit cocky. A little bit.
They're up 5k. It was a 2k.
Radiant's top tower is
Their
under
supports
attack.
were very farmed, but we start to see like PYW peek his way back. He's got a lot of farms going in. He's very happy. He's going in Blink Dagger.
Radiant's top tower
You
has
really
fallen.
are hoping FY can make some good progress on this ag.
He has this blink, everyone has to be so scared once more. Shadow Shaman with blink either Lincoln is so damn scary.
Is under
And
attack.
Weaver is itemizing into a Lincoln. Do you know me? Oh, Yang.
And
Careful here.
all the way.
Again.
He's got that blink from the rolling thunder. That's always going to disrupt these fights, and it's going to be very difficult for Elephant to want to commit on this. And you see the Inkswell was out onto the Weaver, but he stops short. He doesn't want to go in.
Dire's bottom
3-5 is just ask him to die.
And we itemizing into Lincoln is gonna result, I think, a lot of damage problems. They can barely kill the Rave King once on 3k. Now they're gonna have to work against an Aegis. I think we're rolling Dire's side here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's got the medallion right now. Would you have maybe you wanted to like blink dagger if you could blink in, get an overgrowth? Because he starts very quickly in these fights. Would you think that that might be a little bit more to help the team get an overgrowth, maybe cause the fight to be a little bit disrupted, or is that just too much gold and not enough results? Really?
I'd like to watch this actually, kind of to just pick up for some damage to your leg. Heroes? Like, this game, focus jump into the guy that controls the team fights.
Yeah.
So like Korean can afford to just like walk in quite late and overgrow most BKBs. You have stroke in 12 Master Arena, there's like the ways to set for you. So quite like item build. Also there's some depending later on to the game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's a dilemma.
Yeah.
He's got 1,000 gold. Still needs 2,000 more.
Game thing items this game.
They have to hold up long enough for him to be able to pick it up, and
Into
it's
something extra.
not getting a lot of farm on Growth Show.
I just realized he has a 400 health talent on DK. Why? At level 15. That's crazy. He just gets 400 health for free. Oh, okay. Wow. Why not?
25 damage.
Obvious one test. 25 damage. No, but no, this 400 health is amazing. Like, how much free health you just get. For some heroes, there's a little 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
One steel wall there. Like, I need another sunstreak. Because the Tingo Ward.
Radiant are scanning.
Probably. Oh, Eurus. She's in trying to leave. But he's here. Gotta remember he's the blue tire. It's uncool to
Right, King's very aggressively pushed on the mid lane. Level 3 reincarnation online now. Sharp also online.
So he doesn't feel near as effective.
And we have this game. Was very late into the pick and into the draft. Pretty much last pick for them.
Yeah. And he's got bots BK.
I don't know what his item is. Fuck blade, witch blade. Would travel to be like all over the place really. Kind of feel like he's very decisive, he doesn't know what we want to
Dire's
come in
bottom
for.
tower is under attack.
Which a lot of people have the same problem when it's walking poker. You know, you just spoiled for choice. Or just want to get everything, but sometimes it's a little bit too much.
The meteor and his trophy 8 bottom.
Okay. Takes this all the way.
Radiant's top
Progress.
tower
He's getting
is under
there.
attack.
They're swooping too.
Him a bit of the farm priority now as well.
Radiant's middle
looks
tower
like
is under attack.
Dragon Knight. Down away from BKB.
Gonna be a bit of a power spike here for Vici.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So it looks like they just want to use this Aegis not to really pressure too much, but just to get BKBs up. Post BKB, we spoke about it, there's no damage on the right at all. We got very defensively with BKB as well as Lincoln, so there's no damage coming BKB there. There's only damage item is a Maelstrom. It gets, of course, nullified by BKB.
Right.
It's gonna be a tough battle when his BKBs are online. The damage problem is real.
He's almost got Blinkins. Question is, what does he want to go after that?
You need to go, like, can't afford to go any sort of defensive item at all anymore. Like, go Daedalus, go all the damage you can.
They're coming towards top. They want to go for this again. And why
big people. Position.
And then that's gonna slow down that Ags again, which is a desperation. They got the Mars, silence, and shackles. So these sports putting him enough where Yang now he's gonna die. He can't committed. And I'm done with that. If you're Vici, right, you get a nice 10 CK for not much commitment.
Big mistake though by all. He stunned pretty much with a full check animations left. I don't think the Mars have gotten away here. But they can't split out without big or the got a free out here. He just up for a little longer.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
King's looking for an Ags as well.
Roshan, man, he's gone in 3 minutes. This is gonna be the next target again for Vici, and not under any time pressure at all. The elephant also itemized. He's gonna be only on Beaver. I'm a big fan. I already said they have no damage through BKB, and he's further up on that magic damage.
Dire's top tower
Joker,
is under attack.
He gets the BKB. He's on Lincoln's too.
Hate to repeat it, but what are you gonna do? BKB, you need kite mode.
Yeah, defense.
It's possible to
defensive
kite mode. No, the lower the BKBs get, higher chances to win, of course. But I think the first couple of BKB fights, they're gonna take back. The only thing that goes through is overgrowth.
So far, it's just BKB on the DK.
Oh, he actually did not commit for BKB
That was
already.
owed.
Okay, he went back and went AC instead, which
Dire's
ability
middle
for a whole
tower
team
is
as
under
well.
attack.
Yeah.
We don't have damage.
I mean, I like that. Like, he if you use the spell to burst out once, you get back up again. Yep. And you don't have enough physical damage to take on to it, so that's quite a bit. We have to if he goes back into BKB after. Back DD ball up. Eurus has to be pretty careful, has the link and stuff. Gold away from
he has to set eggs, and it has to be perfect on that fly.
It's gonna be the speeder to the ready. But he actually got pushed by the
Shot. That feels good. Oh, you were popping the link. Not the check. Should the damage just on 70 seconds. He's got to be high. The rest of the team is in trouble.
And final.
He's gonna afford to buy again.
Buyback on FY available, but he doesn't want to buy back here. Like,
he really
his entire timing. So they might just have to give up one. Even no buyback. You see, even with those two defensive items, he just gets that's why I'm a big hater of these two items together.
UIW there at the right time. Okay, do it from such a distance over, pops the link and then gets it ready to go.
Yep. Lincoln speed, you know, interstructure defense is still very fast.
Yeah.
It looks like it's gonna be
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Solar Crest finished for the trio.
Radiant's middle
Not
barracks has
sure if
fallen.
that's gonna turn out.
Radiant's middle
what I said
barracks
earlier.
has fallen.
It's a very passive team that really thrives on late game, but this draft is in their favor late game at all. Like they very defensively farm the items, but just fall further and further behind. You can see here, it just feels like they're like not playing to win this game. You know what I mean? The gold advantage is rising steadily. We have not seen any aggressive move from Mel here at all.
He only had 8 kills, and that was like one on the Erica when he was coming out of position.
Early game.
Yeah, there hasn't really been much since that kill on her in the jungle, right?
Yeah, pretty much the last one. Actually, I do think there was a lot. No, the Dragon Knight triangle was the last one. Yeah.
Right.
Although, push up and up, it's gonna be the point of contact for both teams.
Thunder with the ban. Ooh, they got so much. Tough roll Thunder from moving. Just half deck. And so everyone's committed onto this freaking scene. And there's just whatever damage to still off 11 who's back, sort of looking around in this fight. He gets away, but he bashed up once again. Find a run. Maybe out of duration. They disarm onto the DK, but still, yeah, he gets the void fire. So some more right clicks coming from Erica. They'll get the kill onto the mark. He's fighting back. And he does kill with no bias himself. This game is looking like again now as they have just elevated.
It's a very solid GG call, but they also recognize the fact that their lineup is not programmed to play until late game.
Vici Gaming.
They were supposed to win it in the mid game. Not managed to do so. VG out them off.
Get it through. And that is probably the most impressive victory for VG up to this point. I thought that was going to be a much closer series.
Yeah, and I now believe